This is LAHRS TV. I'm Juan Carlos Zerpa. Today I'm joined by Professor William Sauer from Brigham Hospital. William, welcome to LAHRS TV to Buenos Aires.
Thank you very much for the invitation. What a beautiful city.
It's great having you here. We hear about PFA, PFA. Everything is pulse field ablation. But we know that you have made some research about trying to solve problems, solve solutions, and understand the biophysics of this. Tell me about the La Papa model, the potato model.
Well, yeah, I've never thought I would ever be in a situation where I'm ablating potatoes, but I haven't arrived at that situation. A big challenge in preclinical research and in vitro modeling is that PFA requires living cells in order to study the effects of electroporation. And we can't just take a slab of meat like we did with radiofrequency ablation. And then that's where we arrived upon the potato. The potato is living. If you put a potato in the ground, it'll grow a potato plant.
Yeah.
And the potato has mitochondria, and we're able to deliver the PFA energy, study the PFA energy on the potato. We tried other vegetables as well, eggplant, beets, sweet potatoes, yams. We tried them all, but the potato is the best one, and it has good correlation with the beating heart model.
That's great. And what have you seen? Because we have several design of catheters, and is everything the same? Does it work different? Because we have problem with the energy dose and the power that we are using.
Yeah, the in vitro models have helped us tremendously to see where we have plateaued when we're delivering energy. So after a certain number of applications, we'll plateau. We won't get more depth. Same with the degree of voltage with the contact force. When PFA first came out, we really didn't even know the importance of contact force. And so it's helpful to have all of these in vitro models. We're learning about catheters, how much they have to be in, the different poses of the pentaspline catheter, how much force on the sphere 9 catheter, and so forth. So it really is helpful to have that model and compare the catheters and look at the different results.
And have you seen any difference or recommendations, try to avoid complications? How do you set up to diminish the complications with the pulse field ablation?
Another fantastic question. I mean, when pulse field ablation first came out, we thought for sure the phrenic nerve would not be injured. There's maybe some case reports of that. We thought that, we wouldn't have these newer complications of hemolysis.
Yeah.
And there may even be a signal for stroke that is a little bit above and beyond what we see with radiofrequency energy. So I think that it's important to recognize those as potential complications and do what you can to minimize them. How do we do that? You're going to minimize the number of applications. You're going to make sure you have adequate electrode cooling, and you're going to do only what's necessary and not try to stack your lesions together.
Exactly. And why do you think the future comes? Because we're going to have newer catheters, improve these designs. How the electrophysiology is going to emerge, because we're changing almost everything to pulse field ablation.
No, you're right. And I think that the dual energy catheters that you can toggle the radio frequency in, they may be an answer to having that kind of flexibility. Right now, we're kind of changing things out. If we need to use radio frequency, we'll maybe use PFA for the veins and radio frequency for a flutter line, for example. And I think the future will have that flexibility where maybe we don't need to do that.
Going close to the coronaries or near to the coronaries, we're going to be very careful on that. Yeah. Well, the future is promising.
I agree, and it's exciting to be part of it.
Yeah, we're living great times. Will, thank you for being here with us in Argentina, for all your support to Latin American Heart Rate Society. And thank you all for watching LAHRS TV. See you next episode.